The dreaming is that of a sacred heroic time long ago when men and women and nature came to be as they are, but neither time nor history as we understand them is involved in this meaning. We cannot fix the dreaming in time. It was and is every when. The dreaming is that of a sacred heroic time long ago when men and women and nature came to be as they are, but neither time nor history as we understand them is involved in this meaning. We cannot.
Finite perspective of a human mind. So matter is part of the way reality appears. It's not what reality is. And it's fine. I'm not suggesting that we should get rid of, we should no longer speak in terms of matter or it's fine as long as we know that we're not describing what reality ultimately is. And actually, if we then try to find that stuff that appears to us as matter, if we go deeply into it, we never actually find it. Nobody has ever actually found it. We find appearances in consciousness. Yes. Okay. Finite perspective.
The further quantum physicists peer into the nature of reality, the more evidence they are finding that everything is energy at the most fundamental level. Albert Einstein said reality is merely an illusion, although a very persistent one, and the ancestors believed everything came from the dreaming in what is called tree, plant, rock, sand, water, air. They had names for them. It's a metaphor and an actual vibrational quality when spoken.
A very vulnerable state. We talk about survival, but one of the things in that issue is that human beings are equipped to experience altered states of consciousness. If altered states of consciousness were really bad for them, and if there's anything at all to evolutionary theory, evolution would have got rid of them. We wouldn't be able to access altered states of consciousness. The fact that they've been preserved in human beings, the fact that we have this capacity suggests
The Copenhagen interpretation and the wave function of particles implies that reality can only take place if measurement or observation takes place on the macro level of existence. In other words, it's possible that unless some agency such as human consciousness interferes, particles remain in a probabilistic energy wave state and never actualize into one location in particle form at all. Reality as we experience it seems to be the result of human consciousness interfacing with the quantum levels of existence that are pure waves of energy. The ancestral songmen or songwomen were putting frequencies either subliminally in their songs or changed the scale of their music to create harmony and coherence in their individual and this sacred space at Kilara engraving grounds. At the same time, rhythm and sound, frequency and resonance. These sound waves influence and move different types of energy waves, particularly in the context of quantum phenomena. The ancestors are working with the dreaming. The ancestors are working with consciousness, and this sacred space is a vision of those workings. This is showing you how energy moves while in this experience. While quantum physics expands our understanding of the material world, the ancestors' energetic practices at this sacred space, Kilara engraving grounds, deepens our insight into consciousness and existence beyond the material. Together they offer a broader view of reality, helping us navigate both the seen and unseen realms of life. While quantum physics expands our understanding of the material world, the ancestors' energetic practices at this sacred space, Kilara engraving grounds, deepens our insight into consciousness and existence beyond the material. Together they offer a broader view of